What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse here today, and we have to talk about Square Enix's most recent announcement about Forspoken. Apparently, Square Enix has stated that Forspoken sales launch was lackluster following challenging reviews, meaning the sales were terrible, and the reviews pretty much gave this game a mid or pretty much a terrible score. So they thought the game was trash. And also, Square Enix reported that many of their smaller and mid-sized releases in 2022 did not perform as well as we had expected. So anything outside of Final Fantasy didn't do too great, is what they're trying to say. It was like, it sucks to suck. So if that is the case, why are they taking PlayStation's money to keep these games off of Xbox? Like, it is that bizarre. Like, if you're struggling that bad that you kind of sounds like they're not going to be around too much longer soon at this point, at this case, if this keeps happening, their games are not selling that well. Why are you taking Sony money to keep your games off of Xbox? Like, they gave us that hand-me-down Final Fantasy, the PSP handheld one that got remastered. I was like, I don't know why anybody would buy that. Oh, especially on Xbox, we didn't get the mainstream one. The main one that people want is the Final Fantasy 7 remake. We didn't get that one, but they gave us Crisis Core. Like, nobody's gonna buy that on Xbox. And the other like minuscule, small games were just filling like. That's the thing here, bro. People can't be like Xbox fans don't buy games. If they keep releasing these smaller, the mid games that nobody cares about, sure they would come on Xbox. Some of these games come on Xbox, but it's like games nobody cares about. Where's the main stuff like Final Fantasy at? The big line, like the Final Fantasy remake in 16. Why is that on Xbox? You want people to support these games, you're gonna need everybody to support it, not just Sony. Because we see how the Sony crowd gets down. They don't really support too many games unless it's like Call of Duty and like the super multiplayer like NBA 2K and stuff like that. They don't really support these games like that. So I think Square Enix is making a bad move, just making their games exclusive to PlayStation's platform. It's like that bag, whatever bag Sony gave them was not enough to carry them. Because like they're struggling right now. But enough for Square Enix. Let's focus on Fanboy. Still saying that Forspoken. They still keep hope alive, even after this recent announcement. The first, even the company said that hey, this game flopped. It's not doing good. Fanboys are still keeping hope alive that Forspoken, as he says, Forspoken did better than Hi-Fi Rush. That's like, what's going on here at this point? Let's read the actual statement. Just remember that whatever Forspoken license sales were, Hi-Fi Rush sold even less. He has zero data to back this up, but he is still on the train that Forspoken is doing better than Hi-Fi Rush. It's like, this has to be like a mental issue at this point. Like something, like all your marbles are not there at this point. Like, what is going on? Where you think this game, which is universally being seen as a failure, is better than Hi-Fi Rush, a game which has nothing but praise. It's just insane. Let's just go through the timeline right now of when this game had a downhill for Forspoken to foreclosure. The game gets negative media reception on Metacritic. The user scores and critics both agreed this game was not that great. The game gets announced that the studio is closing because the game didn't do too well. The studio is closing. They got to go back into Square Enix, work on Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts. So they got submerged, and he still kept hope alive at that point, even though it's clear that this game is not doing too well. Then you get to see the copies, people reporting copies of Forspoken in garbage cans, in trash bins, in landfills now. So after that, this still was enough. Now that the studio officially stated that, hey, these sales were lackluster, pretty much telling you fanboys that, hey, it's over. The sales are not great. This game is a flop. And he still makes this dumb tweet saying that Forspoken did better than Hi-Fi Rush. You clearly aren't all there at that point. Like, how much more do you need at this point? Like, what else do you need to say? All the signs are there that this game did not do better than Hi-Fi Rush. But they're still sticking with this, all because it topped NPD top 7, top 10 at one point. They still think it's better than Hi-Fi Rush, which is just insanity. Like, this is a little definition of insanity when you think this game did better than this game. And it's like, this game is out of business. The studio is closed. Bob had to shut down his desk at Luminous Studios and work on Kingdom Hearts now. And it's like, you still don't get it at that point. Like, what else do you need? Like, what else do you need at this point? If this game is not doing great, and this game did not do better than this game. I don't know. That Sony fanboyism is strong delusion. That's strong levels of delusion right there. This thing right here. But let's see what people have to say about this, because this is one crazy post right here. Like, after all of this, you still think this game did better than this game. It's just wild. But I'm sure Hi-Fi Rush is on Game Pass, so there's no sales. It's on subscription, so this doesn't mean a crap. Plus, Hi-Fi Rush is a hit. The other guy hit at the park. Yeah. Just take the L. Yeah, this dude just needs to take the L at this point. Like, there's a lot of Sony guys were saying that, hey, Forspoken was doing better than Hi-Fi Rush. I think they got quiet after the studio announced they got shut down. They stopped talking about this is better than this after the studio got shut down. But apparently one is still going with this ridiculous narrative. It's like, how much more do you need? Like, how much more? But this guy says, just take the L. Hi-Fi has no marketing budget, lower dev budget, and will likely have more players lifetime. You want to brag about who gave corporations $7 more? Sure, congrats. Yeah, that is a weird flex, but okay. Sure, trust me, bro, I am sure of it. Sales don't make a great game. Being a good game makes it a good game. Something Hi-Fi is that Forspoken isn't. Very true. Hi-Fi Rush was a better game. It didn't have to sell more because of that Microsoft money. Forspoken was a $7 flop, a PlayStation Plus title. Your tears are delicious. Well, you see, Technical Gameworks didn't close down due to lackluster sales and reviews. Very true. Like, how do you still make this dumb narrative after the studio shut down? Like, I just don't understand it. But he says, I can't say the same for Luminous Productions. Yeah, their studio is kaput at this point. One of these respective companies just cried about sales. Another company is celebrating the game and its reception. Yeah, it's two complete opposites. But somebody still can't see the picture as it is right here. Are you still coping over this? Yeah, the other Sony fanboys waved the white flag at this point, but he's still going. Like, you gotta be super delusional at this point. Like, you really have to be another level of delusion. So Forspoken sold more, but the studio still has to shut down. You're not making the point you think you're making, kiddo. It really isn't. It's like, but we topped the MPD though, but the studio is shut down. It's like, they have no place to be at now. Like, what are you talking about? Please stop this. It's not funny anymore. It's just sad and desperate. Play your game. Stop judging others for what they're playing. Forspoken was in development since 2018, had a significantly bigger dev team, marketing, and a much higher budget. There's a reason why one is considered a disappointment sales-wise. Also, this is the stats of both games. Imagine bragging about a AAA game beating a game that isn't AAA. Whatever makes you feel better about yourself, I guess. Fascinating behavior. Mauled, cope, and seethe. 2 million players, baby. More than Forspoken is the facts. What is this obsession over Forspoken? I really don't know, bro. Like, why is this the Sony exclusive they want to... This is the hill they want to die on. Like, I'm pretty sure there's other Sony exclusives that comes out this year, but at least do this much hype over Spider-Man 2, not a game that just flopped and the studio's closing down. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know. This obsession with this game is just weird at this point. Like, they just can accept that this game is a flop. The studio's legit closed down. Like, what else do they need at this point? You wanted a statement from Jim Ryan himself to say, "Hey, this game sucks." Like, what else do you need at this point to know if this game sucks? It's not that great. It still didn't do well. We already know that Hi-Fi Rush was successful for Xbox/Bethesda. Can't say the same about Forspoken. Bruh, I'm a big PlayStation fan. Hi-Fi Rush is so much better than that disappointment. I remember this when Hi-Fi Rush 2 gets announced. Yeah, it's more than likely one of these games is going to get a sequel, and it's most likely going to be Hi-Fi Rush 2, which I'm down for. If they make a sequel to that, I'll be happy. Cope, Forspoken can never touch the greatness of Hi-Fi Rush. Forspoken felt so bad that it's literally responsible for shutting down the studio. Shutting the studio down. That is very true. Did shut that studio down. The copium is real. It is definitely real. Oh, the copium from this one. It's just insane at this point. Like, it's just real delusional at this point. You're like super delusional. And yet, one of these is significantly more likely to get a sequel. P.S. It's not Forspoken. Why do they keep doing this to themselves, bro? Like, they just must. Sony fanboys just love taking L's at this point. Like, it's just like a repeated pattern of taking L's. Like, how much do you need to know? How much need to like let you know that this game did not do well, but you're still capping for it? Oh, what is this? Oh, we got the main character from Hi-Fi Rush doing a drop bomb, an elbow drop on the character for Forspoken, which is pretty accurate to what happened. Cope harder, bro. Holy misinformation. Do you think before you type? I just killed a dump with my freaking game. Okay. I just filled a garbage dump with my freaking game. Yeah, that's pretty true. People finding random copies of the game inside garbage cans. Which the game has been out for like a month, a little bit over a month, and it's already being put in the trash. Like, that's not normal. I know somebody on one of my other videos I was talking about is being filled in garbage cans. He said it was like completely normal for game companies for them to I guess like the penny out or like the get rid of the promotional items. But I'm like, ain't that a collector's item, the steelbook case? Like, why would they be throwing that out? You can make money off that. Like, I know when I go to Best Buy, they still sell steelbook cases for certain games. So why would they just throw this away immediately after a little bit over a month? Like, it's like, that's not normal. It's not great. As we see, it's definitely not great because the studio is saying that, hey, this game is a flop. So Sony fanboys are finally capping for games that are 60 on Metacritic. Will you not keep the same energy with Sea of Thieves and say that the K2? Because those games are 60 on Metacritic. Yet y'all laughed at them during the Xbox One PS4 era, so will you support them now? Especially since those games are well received as well. Like, Sea of Thieves is very well received, especially like on the PC community. And what was the other one? State of Decay 2 is getting a sequel. So that's not even coping anymore. It's just sad. One studio died and another is still kicking. That is very true. Still coping over that. As this guy's just licking his dude's tears. Oh man, like this is just terrible. Like, jeez. So everybody's just roasting this guy in the comment section. Like, why do they keep going? Like, each time they post a tweet, they literally just get roasted. Like, there's nobody supporting this guy's comment. Well, 321 people supported this. I don't know how. Like, who legit liked this post? Like, what? Oh, man. There's 321 people who agree with this guy, which I don't know how. When the studio is literally dead and gone at this point. But okay. There's 301 more delusional people that agree with this guy. Okay. One will get a sequel, the other will be Dust and Echoes. Hi-Fi literally made more than double the revenue on Steam, despite costing less than half. Hi-Fi was also over 11,000k Steam reviews, while Forspoken only has 3k. Miss me with that BS. Nobody wants that $7 dumpster fire of a game that killed Luminous Productions. Remind me again which development team was absorbed by their publisher. Just remember, you're never going to see a Forspoken 2, little bro. Keep coping. Oh, man. This is rough. This is rough to even read because it's like, geez, this dude. Like, why do you keep going through this different embarrassment? Like, I just can't get it. I just don't get it. Like, let's just say you really love this game. Like, why are you so delusional? Like, if you really love this game, you just know it just did bad. Like, it's not going to change because you love it a lot. It don't mean it's going to change the actual reality that this game flopped. But each and every day they say some stupid crap and they get completely roasted in the comment section. It's like a pattern of abuse at this point. Like, it's like, I don't know. It reminds me so much of the Pokemon TV show of Team Rocket. Like, when they just keep trying to capture Pikachu and they keep failing over and over again. Like, this is what Sony fanboys are to be. Like, in all honesty, they're like bad anime villains or something. Like the grunt villains who keep failing repeatedly. But they just don't get it. Like, they just don't get it. Even with this situation, he just doesn't get it. That this is not reality. This game flopped. It didn't do better than this game, and it never will. Like, one game, Hi-Fi Rush is most likely going to get a sequel. Forspoken isn't. It's over. But that is all the time I got today for this video. It's like, I guess some guys will just never learn and just constantly take L's on a daily basis at this point. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. What do you even say about this? That this guy just can't accept that this game didn't do too great, and he still thinks this game did better than this game, which just makes no sense. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.